Hello, my dear Leos. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between March 15 and March 31st, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I now use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with love and light. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Leo viewers. So I want my dear Leos to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I also want to take the chance to tell you about the full moon that we have March 12th. For you watching in early March. We will have the new moon March 28, and it will be visible at daytime, leaving the night time really dark for stargazers. Earlier March 20, we will have the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so it's ready. I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Leos, this is your future. This is your now, and this is the past. The now is probably the second half of March 2017, but whenever you watch this, is probably the exact right time to see it. So the first card for you is 7 of Cups. So 7 of Cups is those feelings you can't get rid of. They always come back to haunt you. You always find yourself back in that primordial swamp, which you have been trying to get away from. So the 7 of Cups is something that you have missed, something that you haven't been seeing about yourself. And I don't mean that you need to improve yourself. I mean that you need to align with yourself and find yourself. And those emotions, they are not going to go away until you have given them the respect they deserve, because they have been there waiting for you, sometimes your whole life, sometimes to several lifetimes. So the 7 of Cups wants what's best for you. Sevens are spiritual numbers. They are calling for spiritual growth. So usually when we are in somewhat a difficult situation, we want to get ourselves out of there. So that's usually what triggers spiritual growth, because you can't find anyone anywhere else to go or any other solution. So you start to gaze inside and see, how can I improve my situation? Sometimes you can fall into depression. The 7 of Cups is illusions. It's very connected with the moon. And it's all the possibilities that your spirit and the divine wants to present for you. But you have tried to be someone else than you're not. We have some rules to follow in our society. Some of those rules might indicate not being over emotional, being strong, being independent, things like this. And we have tried so hard, but still those emotions are here to remind us who we really are deep down inside. So a lot of possibilities here with emotion. If you follow them, they will guide you the right direction. The 7 of Cups is like a compass. Okay, here you have the 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is kind of telling that you have been hurt before and you have taken a decision to not be hurt the same way again. Fears usually come from memories, bad memories of bad things happening to you. And here's a decision: this bad thing won't happen to me again. But here it comes like a really good thing, because here it's you fighting for yourself, not being fearful of yourself, not being fearful of not being able to take care of yourself, not being able to here it's something else. It's like you are standing up for for your feelings and being like a warrior for them, so a spokesperson for your feelings. It's like you have taken another route here and decided to not just repeat your trauma again and again and try to defend yourself against this situation, and then it comes anyway. Now you have decided to kind of fight for your feelings, fight for the right to feel like you do, fight for the right to be the person that you are, fight for the right to show your vulnerability, also show maybe your wounds, to show that you are wounded, and that people, if they want to be with you, needs to take have some respect for what you have been through, and not just thinking that you're over dramatic or playing a game, because this is not a game. This is you trying to heal and really fighting really hard to heal against the not great opposition, but it's like you have felt that the world is against you and there's no one there to understand you, and now you are deciding to, okay, so I will be the one there to understand me, to align with me, protect me. It's like you have drawn a line in the sand with the 8 of Wands there, deciding that this communication that wants to come through your emotions, through your spirit, is the way to go. You have tried everything else. You have tried every escape route. You have tried every rabbit hole, and now it's just one way forward, and that's pushing through, becoming your true self, aligning with your feelings, aligning with your longings, your goals, what you want, everything like this. So it's a little bit warrior energy here, but it's a wounded warrior, someone that has been fighting really hard. The next card is Ace of Coins, so this seems to be leading you the exact right way. I'm talking in presence because for some of you watching in early March, this will be happening in the now. So there's a gateway. It's a gateway to the next level of your existence. It's like you don't have to do the same karmic pattern anymore. You have matured one level, come to the next step. It might also indicate like next steps in any kind of evolution in your relationship, at work, creatively, in your personal growth, things like this. The Ace of Coins has a lot of it has a lot of potential. It holds like everything, and nothing is manifested yet. It's like an egg, an embryo, but wherever you put the energy, this life, this new life for you will start to grow. So it's like almost like a little bit of a diploma that you have been managing one step, and now it's time to get into the next step. So this is a very beautiful card. It's very supportive. It's also very feminine. It's the gateway to paradise. It's the gateway to the mother, if you will say, to becoming your authentic self, not longer fighting your feminine nature. Either you are a male or a female. We need to awake our feminine nature, to also respect our emotions, our intuition, our instincts, our earth that we live on, things like this, females. The next card is strength. So this alignment that you have made with yourself and your own feelings, also have aligned yourself with your strength, because this is making you very strong. It's also a card for growing up, being very adult, being very mature, kind of taking responsibility for your emotions. And we see it's a lot of feline creatures here, a lion and a cheetah and a tiger. This beautiful woman, we see she glows with this strength and also sexual power, because the strength is also called lost in Tot Tarot. So it has with your instincts to do, with your body. When you align with your body and decide that, okay, I'm going to take care of you, you are my temple, you are my guiding post, because deep inside of you we have this pool of emotion that's always guiding me. I can watch in it and I will see myself. This temple, that's my body. It's also containing my soul, because strength card is about the soul entering the body. So aligning the body with the soul, kind of, there's soul body fusion, it's a practice you can make to easily make this happen, to make your body step down in your, or your soul step down in your body. And this is also Leo, of course, coming back to your true strength, deciding that, okay, I'm good enough, so I don't have to improve myself. I have to get to know myself, my instincts, my lust, my drive, my longing, where I want to go. So this is making you taking much more responsibility for yourself and for the direction that you have been taken. A very supportive card. The next card you have is the Page of Coins. So it's pure earth, as is the Ace of Coins. So this is the seed, and this is what's grow out of it. It's like a seed being planted on earth, and you were that seed. You were supposed to have this exact DNA, this exact personality, to be able to grow into this perfect being that you were supposed to be. So many people are trying to change their seed. They want to be something else. It's not good enough to be that kind of seed that they were. They try to be their neighbor's seed, or their friend's seed, or the seed that the school wants, or that the work market wants, or that their parents wants, or their partner wants. No one is really trying to be the seed that they actually are, because everyone think that they are kind of wrong. Something is wrong with them. But there's nothing wrong with you. The only thing wrong with you is you not believing in yourself, you not respecting the seed that you are, and trying to grow into this beautiful plant, which you were supposed to be. It can be whatever. We don't know. We are a diversity of individuals, and we are not supposed to be the same. We are supposed to be unique. And every one of us have something important to bring to the whole. So if you want to be being put on your highest path towards your highest destiny, doing the thing that you are supposed to do here on earth, try to find out who you are. When you find yourself, you will find your highest destiny. You will also find love, because what you are, when you align with yourself, you will find self-love. And when you have self-love, you will mirror love also in the outside world. So this is a very good thing when it comes to the law of attraction. When you start to align with yourself, decide that you are good enough, and that you love yourself, and that you will support yourself no matter what. This is making you very attractive also in this universal way. So very beautiful here. And that was in the past. Here we have the now, the last part of March 2017. So we have the star card here, and that's building on the ruins. The card that comes before the star card is the tower. That's when everything that's built on loose ground will be pulled away like a carpet like this. Everything that weren't you needed to go. And we see here, this is the ruin from the tower, and here's two souls, you and someone else that you're probably working together with, mirroring another person, or it might be a project as well, something that you were destined to do. And it's going to build on the ruins. It's going to heal what has been. The thing that you are doing now is very healing and fulfilling. This is number 17. 1 plus 7 is 8, the strength card. So this is when you align with your divine source, you align with your body, your instincts, your intuition, your feelings, your wants, your longings, and everything becomes aligned. Your road and the divine road is the same road. So you can take comfort in this, feeling very guided, feeling very taken care of. Good news, you don't have to fight yourself anymore. You just have to find yourself. And then you find this road that you were supposed to go on. The next card is Two of Cups. So it seems like a love relationship is very important for you. And it's a love relationship where you and probably the other partner feels very hurt. You have both been through things that have put a mark on you, a bad memory, which you are trying to protect yourself from. So with the Two of Cups, it seems like peace can be made here, and maybe you can start to understand each other, start to communicate, because the Eight of Wands is communication. When you can tell people how it feels, they can understand you. So when you align with your feelings and decide that they are not wrong, they are not dramatic, they are not anything, they are just are there, and they need to be communicated, and you communicate and you fight for your right to be yourself, and you, if you get to know yourself, it will be much easier for other people to know you as well, because if you know you, you can communicate what you feel, what you want, what will make you happy, what will make you sad, what's your goal, where you don't want to go. If you can communicate this, people will get to know you better. And when people know you and they know where you're coming from, how you work, they will start to see the real you, and kind of not work against you anymore. But so I think if you are in a partnership, you should really try to open yourself up. If you open yourself up, like wide door open, and really show everything that's in there, this is also triggering your partner to do the same, to also open up and to show his or her true self. It might not be pretty in the beginning. They might accuse you for a number of things. Just listen, because they need support. They need to be heard exactly as you do. So just listen. Usually people just need to talk. They need to just describe their situation, how they feel pushed, how they feel trapped, how the fear that they have, the hurt that they have. And when you can just listen and be there for a person and love them either way, that will bring this understanding. You can see the Venus symbol is also almost making a halo between those two persons. It's like you're becoming the same person. We have two magnets here, two heart magnets, almost clicking together with this Cancer symbol here, and the pearls connecting them together. So it's this beautiful connection and harmony within a love relationship. A love relationship meant to be, and a love relationship that's destined to heal you both, building on the ruins of the past. So some higher level of understanding is possible here. The next card is Ten of Swords, and it comes underneath the Ace of Coins. So it's the old world, the old assumption, the old thoughts of how it should be that here needs to go. Every should be needs to go. Not the should be's that you want. If you have a goal, you shouldn't let that go. But every rules that you have, like there's some rules that people are living by and not really knowing that they live by those. It will be like, but everyone needs to do like this. Everyone needs to behave like this. We have those rules. Yes, I think that should be rules. You shouldn't hurt anyone else. You shouldn't leave your garbage in their way. You should take responsibility for yourself. That's the ground rules. But there's so many other rules of how to behave, how to dress, how to even join in public, or how to address people. That's not really necessary. And there might be many rules that you have been trying to follow that's not really you. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is kind of, you have come to this place where the thoughts became too heavy, the resistance became too much, and you just need to let it go. It's like a little death here, and when death comes, usually a gateway opens to something new. So this new beginning kind of indicates that the old needs to go to make room for the new beginning. So you need to sort in your beliefs, in your values, not really seeing yourself to other people's eyes anymore, and not seeing the relationship to other people's eyes anymore. So old assumption, old ways of seeing things needs to be gone. So here we have a Six of Swords, and it comes underneath the 8 Strength card. You going down in your deep roots of yourself, finding yourself, picking up your strength from there, taking it up to the surface. This is Ace of Swords, and this is water. So when you can merge your mind with your heart and decide that they have the same goal, there's no split anymore. You will not try to be smart. You will not try to see the future in a way that you will prevent it from happening. It's like you need to follow your instincts, even though it might take you to, a dangerous place where you expose yourself to love, for example, or open your heart. The Six of Swords is like having the knowledge of what you feel and getting some self-realization and communicate this to others. So it indicates that it needs a lot of courage to do this. It needs a lot of courage to open your heart like this and not be afraid of the future anymore. Just take this jump and really start to decide that this what you is what you're supposed to be. And even if you can't see the road ahead, even if it's cloudy and foggy and you can't see the outcome of your own actions, you will either way follow your intuition and your instincts and do what comes natural for you. Okay, so we have a human mind and it's very good. It's keeping us from danger. But lately, or for a very long time, it has more been creating a really like hell for us on earth. Because what we fear is usually what we end up creating. So if you can become more fearless, more pure, honest, open, and actually trust the divine, trust life, trust your own instincts, you can change your own life and life on earth. Everything you do spreads in the web of creation like rings on water. The next card is Eight of Swords. So we see we're going back and forth with this. Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. The other cards here are really beautiful. It's a bit blue. It's a bit dark. You can see this energy is it's the same energy almost in all those cards. It's sky, it's waters, it's a lot of swords. Swords are thoughts, all belief systems. Here it's like a lot of pain, a lot of trauma that you have been through have left you with memories that you're trying to protect yourself from by acting a bit guarded. But here your brave soul self wants you to be more truthful, to come out as the person that you really are. You have the Page of Coins here, your inner soul self, the seed that you were when you came. And we have the Eight of Swords here. The Eight of Swords is a card about not being good enough, being imprisoned. And we have Jupiter here to kind of enhance this. This is all people's assumptions of you. We have Gemini here. It's like you think that, well, I will tell my person this, but I can't. Then this person will leave me. Okay, I want to do this. No, I can't because this will happen. Oh God, I said this to the person. Why did I do that? So it's like two personalities within you that's kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The best way to solve this is to write the things down. All this that's tormenting you, all your assumptions, all your fears of what will be, what will come if you don't behave accordingly to a certain pattern, because you're growing here. You're this egg, and when you expand beyond the egg, when you start to pick on the shell, there's a lot of resistance in that, and it's a lot of resistance here. We see it's a spider web, so it's kind of your destiny. It's all the circumstances in your life. This is also making like this round cage. So when we're picking on the shell, when we expand. And we meet the resistance from other people, maybe not really liking the change that we are doing, and maybe also abandon us in this fragile situation. So if this happened, I want you to still become you, even in the greatest resistance, not in a rude kind of way, but in more diplomatic kind of way. Always try to explain yourself. You don't owe any person any explanation, but you owe yourself to communicate yourself and try to be listened to, even though when people around you might not really understand what you're saying. This is like growing out of old clothes. They are starting to sit too tight. They are starting to restrain you. So something new wants to come out from this, but there's going to be resistance from your surrounding and also from yourself and from your own beliefs. The Eight of Swords is like you're trying to solve a situation that might seem unsolvable. Don't try to solve it, okay? If you can't solve a problem today, leave it for another day. You will be wiser that day. You will have more tools. More water will have run underneath the bridge to help you with making a decision. You don't have to make this decision now. Always... it's like you can only affect the things that you actually can solve on a day-to-day basis. You can't have the whole world's problems on your shoulder. Try to cut off too much information from television and from internet and social media, and also friends that might everything that's too much of a burden for you right now. Try to isolate yourself a little bit more, because you need to find who you are, and there's a lot of information hitting you here that might be confusing you. So leave your problems that you can't solve today for another day. Accept delays. Accept that people might not understand you or maybe leave you. I don't think that this is going to be forever. You have an 8 here. 8 are things that are kind of bouncing back. These eternal things, eternal patterns, so you will get another chance. If this will be a break in a relationship, or because of something that you have said that was really truthful and from your soul, just let it be. Just let it be. Just maybe stay in this blues for a while, because there's going to come great information from this situation. You have 17, the star, 8 strength, 8 the swords. So something wants to come that's really divine and really healthy. It might feel like great problems, but it isn't, okay? It's just a stepping stone to your next level. So here's the future. You have the death card. So you're really going to change. The death is much like the Ace of Coins and the Ten of Swords. Is a gateway opening. Something old needs to go. Something new needs to come in. You don't have to sacrifice work or people or anything if you don't want to. You're not pressured here. Nothing is going to be stolen away from you. You just need to open the gateway to the other dimension where you have the full you. It's like only a little bit of you are being like available here on earth. You have a much more grander self that's still working on the other dimension. So you open the gateway and you let through your true self. Find more information. Just open this gateway to death. You need to be brave. You need to do something that's dangerous for you, or that's kind of it's aligned with what you really fear. So we have spiders here, Scorpios. The death is usually a card for snakes as well. We see this beautiful bird of prey. He has fly too reckless, maybe too close to the edge, and here smashed to the ground. So it's like flying really high. And this is what we always are afraid of. We are afraid to be our true authentic self. Because we don't want to hope. We don't want to get our hopes up. We don't want to fall so high from the sky and down. But you need to be brave here. You need to do this. Open new doors. Expand yourself. Push yourself to new heights. And not giving up. Not ever giving up, okay? Scorpio is for soul transformation. Spiders, destiny, snakes, change. What you really fear will come and take everything away. Meet this fear. Face this fear, because this fear has probably kept you a prison, because we have the spider web here and in those 2 cards. It's like you're a prisoner because the things that you fear, you are not brave enough to be your true self, because you fear the consequences. That's what I see here. The next card for you is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is probably what you need to align with. It might be a person, a water person that can love you, female, probably water person, or the feminine, waking up, the feminine heart. This is Queen of Hearts. So she's very emotional, and she don't care for being over dramatical. It's not even a word with her, because she knows that her feelings is it's the language that she speaks with the divine. So she needs to be very in tune with her feelings. It looks like a love relationship here where you need to really fight to show your true self, to be your true self, to be brave enough to show your true feelings. It might also be a feminine person loving you. Sometimes love comes like this, like a person being in love, or a person that you love. It might also be a water person coming into your life here. This is Cancer, but it might be Scorpio or Pisces as well. We have a lot of Pisces here, fishes. And so this is again a confirmation that you need to be brave enough to align with your feelings. They speak the language of your soul. They speak the language of the divine. The pain, pain that comes, it's vibrations. It's nothing dangerous. It's just pain. It has a message for you. It's communication. It's not communication with words, but with vibration. It's like angels talking. So don't fear pain. Pain wants to tell you something. It doesn't want to tell you that you should be in pain forever. It wants to break the shell. Okay, it wants you to do something else than what you have done before, something new. Risk yourself a little bit. So here we have a Page of Cups. That's pure water, pure earth, pure water, and a little death in between, death of old assumption, old thoughts. So the Page of Cups is the pure open heart space. That's your emotional body. Your emotional body is it's very fragile. It's like a jellyfish, and it's easily traumatized. And we see it comes from the Seven of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups. It has a lot of needs. It's like a needy little baby, a baby jellyfish, crying for what it needs. So you need to listen to this aspect, because it's going to take you back to the wound, and you have the chance to heal it. And you need to, it's like your emotional body. It's the feeling that you have in the stomach, in the chest, in the heart, in the throat. Sometimes it will come up as tears. It can be shivering in your body as well, or, all your hair on your body rising, things like this. It's your emotional body. It's not the same as your other bodies. It contains, it has an umbilical cord going back to the divine. A lot of information comes to this space within you, this archetype within you. So everything what's happening now is for you to open your heart space. It comes really clear here with Death and Queen of Cups and Page of Cups. So there's also a really good chance that you will do this together with someone else, because you have the two here and the star card, and there's two children here. So it might indicate you and another child of any, it can be Earth child or any of the astrological signs. It doesn't have to. It's just showing a person that's willing to grow, a person that's willing to start to see their true selves. It's a person brave enough to do this work together with you, to start do a personal growth together with you. And it's something that mirrors, because this is you, but it's also might also be another person. Here we have Seven of Wands. So it seems like you will need to keep on fighting for this, what you are, not giving up even in the highest resistance, and also letting in the things that you really want, because sometimes this will be you fighting against yourself and your own impulses, but let your impulses come true. They have valuable information, but if people are resisting you, try to align with yourself as much as possible. It seems like you need to do a little bit of revolution here, become really strong, not hesitating, because you have the card of truth here and the card of courage. So it seems like you are very supported in this, what you need to fight for. So don't doubt yourself. Don't. The next card is the Lovers. So the reward seems to be plenty for this. The reward is that you are showing your true, authentic self and becoming loved for the person that you are, and also loving another person for the way they are. The Lovers is a beautiful, beautiful card about passion, about sparks, about... it doesn't come often, so it's usually this kind of situation where you meet someone that's it's for a higher purpose, but it's the start, you know, it's not the end game. We always think like this, that this is our plan, we will go from A to Z here, like so, but God's plan is like something really else. It might be really like rocky. So the Lovers is not the end game. It's just starting off a new game, okay? So this is not a rest. It's just a fulfillment. You will reach to a point, you will get some kind of reward, some kind of appreciation, some kind of fulfillment where you actually will feel, okay, so I did the right thing. Thank God. Okay, so you will fight a lot and you will win. This is what I see, okay? So I will take some cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. To see some guidance for you, my dear Leos. So, okay, we have the Dream Walker here. It's the card for illusions, dreams, the collective good, illusions. So you have been walking in a dream up till now. You have tried to be someone that you were not, and you have tried to kind of restrain your own true self. To become what you thought that the world wanted to have. But here you have a storch, a lizard, and a little fairy here, and the girl is playing a tune. So it's your tune, and this is your growth, because lizards are about growth and coming out from what you have been to something new. And the storch is also something new, being born. So this is a dramatic new birth in your life, and your emotions will be the guiding post here. Don't restrain them. Don't try to keep your tears inside. Don't try to imprison this anymore. If you will be able to communicate your feelings, you will win this game. Okay, so we have the Fire Prince here. So this with all your strength and your war cards here that you have. So you need to fight for yourself. And fight for all of those that's too fragile to fight for themselves, not being strong as you, because as I said, this will spread like rings on water. So actually, before I started your reading, I had a little fire accident. So that was probably a sign of this. There will be a lot of fire here in your life right now. Not so much aggression, but just this fighting spirit, like, no, I won't buckle down. No, I know what I want. I'm feeling what I'm feeling. I'm not going to change my mind. This is how I feel. This is who I am. So it's more like it's not aggression. It's calm self-respect. Okay. So past life oracle cards for you. See what has been going on ships, relationships. It's a beautiful dream symbol. Okay, relationships. A car is your life's journey. You, the driver, hopefully being the soul in your body. Someone else has the driver's seat. It's someone else ruling your life. Here's ships. Ships is how you move over water. If there's more people than one on the ships, it's a relationship. So moving over water, and you have father here. Father, it stands for male, because this is the only card for males in this deck. So it has to do with probably old rules of masculine rules, how to behave in the world, that needs to go with the swords here. But it's also you becoming in your true authority, deciding that you're good enough, okay, putting yourself high, deciding, like having this mind of winning, victory, okay? Not being on the losing end, not being a victim, not being a person that other people can step on, but becoming like, open your heart space and protecting yourself in the same place, like open your heart space and pouring everything out, and in the same time not being vulnerable because you believe in yourself, okay? So you open your heart space, you tell a person, I love you, you hurt me, I feel like this, and when the opposition comes, you fight for yourself, okay? Still understanding the other person's point of view, but kind of try to align with your own point of view. Don't try to make a Picasso painting here, because this is not about them. This is not about understanding other people. This is about getting to know you and understanding you, and how you might have feel unsupported in your life by your father, by your brothers, by your masculine friends, by your partners. So it's like taking back yourself, winning back yourself, winning back your authentic self, and being allowed to be yourself, okay? So this is what the fight is, and this is what you're going to win, because you are, when you love yourself, other people will love you more. You will become more magnetic to love. So they are traveling in this ship, and this is what you're fighting for, to become in your own authority, okay? So, my dear Leo, I hope this helped. I want you to know that I'm so grateful for all of you watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting such a beautiful comments to my channel. I read each and every one of them. I don't always have time to answer, but I'm very, very grateful. And I'm also very grateful for you watching this far. And I hope to see you again in the beginning of April. So take really good care till then. Okay, bye-bye.